She's a cattle dog, that's what they call them.
Cow dog. It's delicious and nutritious.
I got good news about this truck, Dad. It was winterized in 2008.
Oh.
So we don't have to worry about that. We're just getting into wet corn. We did a test load yesterday and it went really well, so we're pretty excited. Moisture is running about 28%, which is right at what we want it to be. You can pack that still. That's what you get for eating all that corn. Quit eating the corn. So we got 8 more loads to bring to this pit, track it and pack it. We're gonna do 4 to 5 more today. Start harvesting some corn. Combine is ready to go. We're giddy. This is fun. Dad's already going. Welcome to harvest. Who would have thunk? I think this is the earliest we've ever done high moisture corn. That's a pretty nice looking cob. Right now the real work begins. Need to run in there and grab something quick. Got the first load of corn here today, and we need to grab, we're using Sila Max. We use that every year. Each bag does 2 semi-loads. So we always get asked what the liquid is we're putting on as the corn's going up the auger. Essentially this is just some bacteria, lactic acid producing bacteria that helps ferment the corn, and it makes it so it doesn't go bad, doesn't mold and all of that. A little bit of supplement, good bacteria can help. Which is a great segue, if I have to be completely honest, to give the sponsor of today's video a good shout out, which is AG1, and I'm sure many of you have heard of it. AG1 is empowering folks to take control over their health through foundational nutrition. I drink AG1 in the mornings because it's an easy way to get some of those things that my body needs. Especially on these long days. You know, today, for lunch, what I'm having, probably a formaldehyde burger from Storla Station, which isn't the most nutritious, but it will get me through the day. So AG1 can help support immunity. It has 75 different ingredients, much of them vitamins, minerals. Just give it a shake. Comes with a scooper, you just throw that in, 8 to 12 ounces of water. Everybody seems to taste it a little bit differently. I get a hint of pineapple, maybe a little coconut. Try to be consistent, take it in the morning, and with that vitamin C, zinc, supports immunity, prebiotics and probiotics to support gut health. And if you folks go to the link below, click on drinkag1.com/Sonne Farms, you'll get a free 1-year supply to AG1, vitamin D3, and K2, plus 5 AG1 travel packs with your first purchase. So thanks everyone for listening, and AG1 for sponsoring this video. Last year the color was yellow. You're gonna like the color this year, it's a good one. Oh yeah, doesn't that make you want to drink a Mountain Dew? Or maybe some AG1. Unfortunately, it's not as simple as just cracking it. You get into logistical stuff like you make too big of a pile, you can't push it around with the tractor, and you also have to pack it. So each semi-load, we gotta start and stop everything twice, push and pack in between. So it gets a little monotonous. We're gonna shove 9 loads of corn in here, which means we gotta start and stop and push and pack 18 times if my math is correct. But at the end of it, it is so worth it. So just like the silage over there, we gotta pack it, push out as much oxygen as we can because this needs to ferment. Also, the more you pack it, the easier it is to drive up on it and push more corn. It just got cloudy, and actually a lot of this is smoke from the Canadian wildfires yet. And then all of a sudden we got sprinkles. I didn't know it was supposed to sprinkle today. Ain't gonna stop me, but it could stop the combine. Might make it so stuff doesn't flow very well. Last year I about gave myself a hernia pushing this around, but this year it's so easy. Oh, we got nice flat ground, solid tires. Keep spitting a little bit. That could make it tough for that combine. Good news is we got at least one more semi-load of corn ready to go. Too wet to combine, so Dad's coming home. It's about lunchtime too, so.
Hey Cole.
Yeah.
The song of the day is by David Essex. It's called Rock On. I'm a rocker. Rock on, dude.
Okay.
You want to make sure you're placing those bales where they won't receive any shade, or as little shade as possible, so that the sun's hitting them and making sure that they get dry after any precipitation event.
Finally, long-term storage of bales in rows is far better than storage in stacks.
Basically all baling.
Did you hear that? Why don't you stack your hay? Well, this is our extension office at South Dakota State University. They say bale storage, best way to do it, obviously under a roof. Well, we don't have $1.5 million for that. Second best thing, long rows, don't stack. And that's exactly what we're doing. Yeah, if you stack them, you obviously have a lot more space. When that water gets in between them, the air can't get to it, the sun can't get to them to dry them out. So that's completely unrelated to what we're doing today, but still it answers that question that we get hundreds of times every year, why we don't stack our bales. 3 loads cracked and packed, and now it's lunchtime. You can see we keep getting some sprinkles. It's gonna be too wet to combine, and it's just gonna plug stuff up. So we're gonna get some lunch and hope the sun comes out. Well, the sun was out. Got a bit of a breeze, quit raining for an hour. We're back to it. Really like to get 3 more loads done today. That's definitely doable. Just might be working a little bit later. See that darkness up there? That's smoke. Thickest that wildfire smoke has been all summer. Usually you kind of see it and you get a little whiff of it, but like this, it actually smells like you're in the house fire. The house being a wood log and you are a Keebler elf. There's a low spot in the corner of this field. You can see these really green plants, and that looks like a big ear on that thing. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we don't have that everywhere. But these green plants do not go through the corn head very well. I just heard some thunder and it's dark. Oh man, I don't know if Dad'll get that next semi full without getting too wet. This is wishful thinking. If we can keep combining, I'll need some more buckets of water. Do you smell something tasty?
According to our 6-Electric weather page, log on to KMI2.com. We're still at 73 with a few showers in our area right now, and we're looking at those southeast winds at 10.
Now it's like actually raining. Just moved the truck. You can tell a pretty significant difference. I'm guessing Dad's muscling it in, trying to get that last load filled. I can do this part of it all day long in the rain. That ain't no problem. Pretty good looking pit so far. I'm liking the slope. Continuous, no lumps. Dad had to quit, but he's got a pretty decent amount, almost a full semi-load. He's coming back. And so we'll get our 4 loads in on the day that we wanted to do. We're hoping, hey, if things go well, we'd get that 5th in.
Howdy. Got rained out again in the field. 4 loads today so far. It's starting to clear off again. I don't know, the plants got pretty wet, but we're grinding up load 5. Cole's pushing right now the first half load of load 5. The other day I was asking him if he wanted to run the pit for silage, and he said no, but I'll do it for wet corn. So the nice thing about that is I'm done with the silage and he's doing the wet corn. So then I get to sit in the combine and do that, and he gets his mad scientist out and mixes the bacteria in the water, and it's that all figured out so it gets the right amount on, and then he pushes it up and packs it, and he's doing a good job. And it's a lot of running around back and forth that I'm not real good at anymore, so it's nice that he does all that. The corn's grinding up good. It seems to be packing good. You know, maybe a tickle wetter would have been okay, but we've done way worse, and it's coming out of the truck nice, but grinding and packing nice too. So we're pretty pleased with what we're accomplishing here. So usually this first half we kind of sort of get it in place, and then when we get the last of the load done, we do a little nicer job and smooth it out real good before the next load comes in. Jeff usually helps us with this, but he hasn't been feeling well the last couple days. Anyway, I told him we'd be fine, and we're working at it here, so hopefully he's better soon.
You've been watching us all day harvest corn, grind it, and put it in here. And you may be wondering, well, why do you do that? Whole kernels are a little bit harder for cattle to digest. And so when you break them down, they're a lot more efficient with the corn, and it's expensive stuff. And so we want them to be able to utilize it in their gut as best as possible. Not only that, this time of the year, obviously we wouldn't be able to harvest anything. And it kind of all gets ready at similar times, and then you're like, ah, crap, we got to go and harvest everything right now. This allows us to get in the field ahead of time. We're able to harvest some acres, get a few fields done before the rest of the fields are done. So we're able to spread our work out a little bit more, get in those fields, harvest some corn, and create a really easy to pick up and feed. Quite a bit of variability from stock to stock. Oh, someone left that blinker on. We plugged this return auger, so this clutch is going out. It was plugging and that clutch worked just like it should. It started tripping. That way we didn't rip something apart, a chain or some flighting. Just needed cleaned out a little bit. Went through a little wet spot, and then the dirty grain return, which takes it back into the rotor. That horizontal auger just got plugged, and we just left a little bit for the Deere right there. Last dump, and we're gonna call it a day. I got a semi-load of corn waiting for me for tomorrow morning. We just got 4 loads tomorrow that we got to crack and pack. We'll get that tarp. They're talking rain this weekend. I'm welcome to that idea. No problem at all. Especially if we get this first pit done. It can rain all at once. Well, not more than like 3 inches. Then it'd be a little excessive this time of the year. Anyway, folks, we appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Love to see you next time. Have a good one. Folks, look at this. I'm a trophy husband. Yeah. I know. Pretty cool. You know how much this shirt costs? What would I know? I definitely didn't buy it for myself.